Hello, everyone. I'm Sheena from thesportsreportgirl.com, here with my weekly review of the top stories from the College Gridiron. So can you believe it? We are only days away from the start of the greatest sport on earth. Thursday night, the 2009 college football season starts in earnest with a slew of games, including number 16 Oregon on the road to face number 14 Boise State. And though all the attention in the college football world should be focused on this weekend's games, one school in particular has been stealing all the headlines. That's right, I'm talking about the allegations that the Rich Rodriguez administration in Ann Arbor is playing fast and loose with NCAA regulations. Specifically, those regarding the amount of time players spend on football-related activities. The rules state that during the season, no more than 4 hours a day and 20 hours per week shall the coaches demand of the student athletes. I mean, after all, that's what they are, student athletes. Because I guess putting in more than 20 hours a week would make them athlete students. Regardless of the rules, it is clear to anyone that really follows college football that programs of any significance likely go way beyond the 20-hour limit. Sure, some may label them as voluntary activities, but who are they kidding? These athlete students know that missing time not only puts them in the coach's doghouse, but seriously impacts their chances when competing for a starting job. Peer pressure is as much to blame as wily coaches trying to skirt the rules. Thus, two things need to happen. First, the NCAA needs to pull their collective heads out of their asses and realize the 20-hour work week is not only unrealistic, it's a fantasy. We all know football is a full-time job. And two, coaches need to pull back with the demands they place on their players. But we all know neither of those things will ever happen. The NCAA holds an antiquated view of the world, one that isn't going to change. And coaching is big business, as is college football. No matter how you slice it, this isn't the type of attention Coach Rodriguez needed right now. After last year's 3-9 season, not to mention the ugly lawsuit that transpired when he departed West Virginia, Rich Rod has good reason to cry over these latest allegations. It's like the football gods have it out for him or something, which I know warms the hearts of all you Buckeye faithful. In other news, Pete Carroll stunned the world by naming true freshman Matt Barkley as the Trojans' starting quarterback. Barkley was the National High School Player of the Year as a junior and has been most impressive in practice. Still, fearing the idea of an incoming freshman taking over is clearly the reason Carroll gave Mark Sanchez so much crap when he declared for last April's draft. Though it's a gamble, if things work out with Barkley, look for the men of Troy to be national championship frontrunners for several years to come. And in Alabama this week, Nick Saban pledged his loyalty to the Crimson Tide by signing a contract extension that will keep the coach in Tuscaloosa through the 2017 season. With an average salary of $4 million a year, Saban claims there are no more coaching mountains for him to climb. So, basically, at the end of this year or next, look for him to return to the state of Michigan, only this time with the maize and blue. Sorry, Coach Rodriguez, I just don't see you being around there for very long. Okay, guys, that is it for this week, but be sure to visit my website, thesportsreportgirl.com, for more of my daily rants. You can also follow me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/sportreportgirl. See you next time. Bye.